Like, share, and subscribe to the Horny channel and hit the notification bell. Or IG me at the Horny Church or the Horny Pastor Music. Straight up.
Yes. This situation about Miss Kitty and her not having any man and not having any children, and she's about 40. It's too late for Miss Kitty now. From she reached 35, ladies that reach 35, they have a thing called problem with having healthy babies after those years. Some people do have them, but more than likely, you're in a risky part of pregnancy now. So, Miss Kitty, you will have to be adopting children, or you're gonna be never a mother in your life. First of all, you will never ever be a wife because there's no man that will want to marry to Miss Kitty. Now people will see that people are attacking Miss Kitty or such likes that. Nobody's attacking Miss Kitty. You see, if a man can't find a woman, everybody say, go ahead. You can't find a woman sitting wrong with you. You can't find a woman. Well, see, something is definitely wrong with Miss Kitty because she can't find a man. It's just so it goes. I shall repeat. If it was a man who couldn't find any woman, if it was a man that there is never ever a rumor on his name about a woman, there's never been an argument about this man, no woman ever argue about this man, you never hear a rumor, no pictures never come out, being this famous, because Miss Kitty is a famous person, so there would have been a picture sneaking out with Miss Kitty and somebody and having dinner at a particular location, or Miss Kitty and a gentleman frolicking on the beach somewhere by, you know what I mean? Who is this guy with Miss Kitty? Now we have been hearing about Miss Kitty for the last 12 to 15 years. I don't exactly know, but the last 10, 15, maybe 20 here. Well, let's put it at 15 years. We've been hearing about this famous person that is a TV and radio personality called Miss Kitty. Now, nobody has ever seen anything with Miss Kitty and a man. Very sad. Okay, let's analyze this now. Miss Kitty have all the traits of somebody who will have cats or a couple of dogs, and maybe both cats and dogs, as her life partners. As Kevin Samuel would say, woman like you gonna die alone. Now, women don't necessarily want to die alone. Most women, not all, maybe Miss Kitty don't want a husband and she don't want children, but majority of women want husband and children. Now, if you listen the way that Miss Kitty speak about men, and I heard Dr. Love really psychologically evaluate her and fix her good, and not, well, it's not a disrespect when him fix her and him just tell her, I said, this will fix you. Everything what I'm saying will connect. Shalama. Okay, so the fact that Miss Kitty is so loud and barbarous, that alone turn off every man. Alright, Miss Kitty can get a man, you know, but he be after a low caliber man who has more than likely nothing going for him. Miss Kitty can get a young artist that want a little bit of publicity. Miss Kitty can get nearly any young aspiring entertainer, like weirdly young and weirdly not having nothing going for him, because he know that if he deal with Miss Kitty, then he would more than likely get some notoriety, some fame for that. You being ready?
Yes.
Yes. So what Miss Kitty problem is now is because she loud, barbarous, anything that you hear with Miss Kitty might end up if you and Miss Kitty have a disagreement, maybe she's not like this. However, the way how she seem on the media, if you is her husband and you have a problem, it's gonna be all over the media. And no man likes a woman that put him all over the media, whether it's no media. Miss Kitty, she's a strong and independent woman, and women cannot understand the fact that your strong and independentness give you something called a bad attitude. You get manly. Okay? A strong and independent woman is like a man. You never hear people go around talk about a strong and independent man. So when a woman take on this man attitude, she get a bit manly, and no man is unless he's a man that is attracted to man. Women simply can't understand this. When you be like us, certain trait where a woman have will be like us, we are totally not interested in a woman that is strong and independent woman, because she's like us now. She's like a go-getter. She's gonna, first of all, she's gonna work late. You're gonna come home from work and your wife's still there at work. Not like one night, like most nights, because she's strong and independent and she's a go-getter. She have to stay out long. So you won't really have a wife. You will have somebody where you guy your bed with. I hear Dr. Love touch on the part where him say, you have a law degree, but why do you have the law degree? Because me, I would only ask Miss Kitty to represent me if I didn't have any money and she volunteering to do it for free. Forbid it, I should get in some mischief. Like I punch somebody in the face and, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go to court for it, and I might have to pay a fine. Not prison, just fine, yeah. Then, and Miss Kitty want to represent. I said, come in, Miss Kitty, because this is not a serious job. But it's not something serious. I'll go to prison for it. I will not ask Miss Kitty, where is thousands and them boy and Mr. The other one, them where they represent Kartel, and them one day, and them famous one day. Them one day where seem to be. Matter of fact, even them not going good because the Kartel's in a jail there. And them a millionaire liar will call it money and can free anybody. Anyway, Miss Kitty is not what any man is looking for on a wife level. A wife is something that Miss Kitty have not got a clue on, because first of all, a wife should know how to control her mouth, and Miss Kitty have no control on fear mouth. And just because she's very intelligent, she make that fly up in her head. You know what I want to touch on? The fact that Miss Kitty used to say, champion the big girl them. Miss Kitty encouraged a lot of women to stay fat. And then all of a sudden, she get curvy. Miss Kitty encouraged a whole lot of you lot out there to put on this bag of weight, this big trunk, ugly body. Yeah. I know she left one in the lurch. Miss Kitty is confused. She will forever be single. If you have a dog factory or a puss factory, you can make a lot of money. You can start rent a cat with Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty talk too bad about men, and no man wouldn't spend time on her. Alright, you see the caliber of man that Miss Kitty would be attracted to, like being Miss Kitty is now a barrister or a lawyer, one of them there's something. So she gonna want people in the same field or higher, because what people don't know is that women are attracted to man that is more affluent than them. So if she the yasso, she not really want a man with a yasso. She want a man with a yasso where she can look up to him. Yeah, she aspire. A woman don't want a man with a yasso or the yasso with her. Women are hypergamous. Google the word. Hypergamy means she wants somebody who is better. She's looking for a better deal constantly. So Miss Kitty have it very, very hard to get a man. Because the kind of man would I put up with Miss Kitty don't look at them. The kind of man that Miss Kitty look at wouldn't look at her. That's like a bank manager, business place owner, real up the man. Not a bigger business page, like a chain, a man that own chains of businesses, and then Miss Kitty want a man that is more affluent than her, have more money than her. A man with more money than Miss Kitty don't want Miss Kitty. A little hood dude where down the road live on the corner or say, yo, I fuck Miss Kitty and me that no dog, you don't know dog way. Nice gentleman like myself would not look at a woman like Miss Kitty after bringing home Miss Kitty to my mom, and then my mom will have heard Miss Kitty on the radio or la 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 la, and a wife doesn't carry on like that. Some people think that wives carry on like that, but just no. Whether it's in your what you call it, in your, when you're on stage, in your act, you do this, your character. Listen, it's gonna be very difficult to take Miss Kitty seriously. I don't know if people understand. It's gonna be very difficult to take a woman like Miss Kitty serious for an upstanding man, for a little ghetto youth, a ghetto man, a little dirty man around the corner, not that ghetto man, a dirty man, but like a dirty man where a little man when not like one female. That's why the woman them style him, a little dirty man. And some me style it as how women would style it. A little dirty man around that's all. Because that's what them style man when them no interested in the man. The man where you interested in a way is not the little dirty man around there, son. The man who chop people, chop yard and clean the place. Cause some that style him. You want a pilot. And maybe pilot never earn that, me not know. You want somebody up there. The somebody up there don't want you. Because the somebody up there have a family lineage and up there too. And when him care your home. His mother gonna say, you know, say, sonny, you know, say, if you and this woman here have any problem, you name them all over the world. And then the mom say, mommy, you know, say, I just slap and go this. I just slap and go, you know, mommy. I not really second along with that girl. The mommy herself will encourage that you slap and go Miss Kitty. Because Miss Kitty is a slap and go, not a wife. Subscribe.
Style of your song bad but one line kinda funky. You say you are the UK dancehall bunch. Your explanation is needed, so please give it promptly. Or me have about 16 bars for conky. The line sound sick but the character no fit. Please compare yourself to a different artist. Man glad say you boss youth and all that, but you a claim affiliate and you don't deserve it. Look how much artists they want in, you never boss one. Artists where this you feel are flash none. And you are the UK ground god general, Mr. Cross and angry miserable man where boss Scully and Gaza. Me see him like dog scare them baby Sham Khaleda Ayara. I coulda mentioned like countless other. Uncle person him the boss a Billy man baby mother. Bagga chat, bagga chat, bagga chat, 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 bagga chat, bagga chat, bagga chat, 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 bagga chat, bagga chat, bagga chat, bagga chat. Them a start the facts. Bagga chat, bagga chat, bagga chat, 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 bagga chat, bagga chat. Like, share, and subscribe to the Horny channel and hit the notification bell. Or IG me at the Horny Church or the Horny Pastor Music. Straight up.